Hey world. So it's a nice Sunday evening out here, and I don't know, I wanted to make a lot of series of vids, one for the conversation series with Tasha. There's a lot of stuff in there that that's very good, and I definitely don't want to keep that to myself. So, but I don't know. As of right now, it just seems as if I'm just really tired. But there's a lot of shit going on as well too. So, hopefully, maybe by the end of this week, I should. Well, I'll say that I should have some news. I don't know if it'll be good or bad. Hopefully, it'll be good. But if not, so be it, and continue on with business as usual. But so I figured I would make at least one video when I'm out here at the park, lake. But I wanted to dedicate this video for my viewers. And when I say that, I pretty much mean those that subscribe, watch me religiously, or at least sometimes, most of the time. And that's pretty much to say that I want to go through and define my audience. But let me just quickly interject, the disclaimer of things, watching my videos, no suing, legal actions for the contents within for any consensual or non-consensual viewings at your discretion. So, but yeah, going through and trying to define my viewers, as most of my viewers should know, I'm not a Republican by any means of the definition. I don't even know if I would be more so on the side of the Democrats either, but like I said, I'm just an independent that believes in personal freedom, liberty, justice, and the integrity. I even have a problem with the damn laws that they have, because what's lawful isn't always what's ethical or what's moral. But I'll be making definitely a separate video on morals and ethics and the law, with that being the case. So, but I want to say that those who view my videos, my audience or my target audience, are mainly those with an open mind that really do believe in liberty, freedom, that you do have some sense of ethics and morals and some integrity in your bones. And I just want to be able to educate those out there and shed some truths, or at least my truths. And there's definitely a shitload of a lot of stupidity out there. And if I can help demystify and uncloudy some of the mud so that people can see a bit clearer with our problems, instead of hiding your damn head in the mud, covering your eyes and believing that it's not my problem, or you are inside your bubble. It's not like that. We're all interconnected. So our effects have lasting effects on things, and what we do affects everything else. But again, it's back to my audience that you really should have an open mind. It's to educate those that may not know as much, but they are willing to learn. They have that desire to want to know, to improve upon themselves. So it's not necessarily for the ignorant or the consensually ignorant. And I wanted to be able to present both sides of the arguments, because you always can't really take things emotionally, and you really do have to look at it from either some logical standpoint, some common sense standpoint. And the problem with a lot of the commentators out there is that those bitches got no damn sense at all. None. No human empathy, no sympathy. I mean, just any kind of human aspect is gone. So, but I guess the reason that I wanted to go into my viewers, let's see here, was because of a prior video that I had for the Trantic fire, the man's house in Obion County, Obion, and South Fulton fire, letting his home burn down and stuff. And I had a video response from someone, and you know what, to pay service to that, I won't say lip service, I did watch the video. It pained me to watch that. And he was defending that the fire department and the county and the city, should have let the man's house burn down. And he was trying to defend that from Glenn Beck's point of view of pretty much people are pretty much selfish, inconsiderate, and nobody wants to help anybody else. And that he deserved to have his house burned down over $75. And that, he deserved to be made a victim and the poster child of things. And how he defended the insurance argument of, if you didn't pay insurance, blah, 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 blah. And he's going, for everybody that's calling for the firing and the demonizing of that department and everything, that they're thinking all emotional and not with logic or with their head or anything. So I went through and countered his arguments, and I didn't approve of his video as a response to mine. And even though I respect his views, I definitely sure as hell don't agree with it. But at the same time, his argument and logic, that he so calls it, I don't want to subject my viewers to such, I won't say bias, but to such a selfish, to such a inhumane, immoral type of view. And I mean, it honestly, it sheds a lot of hatred. It pretty much, it promotes victimizing people, and it takes out any sense of human compassion or anything. And like I said, the arguments as he made and as I've made to counter, he's still talking about, the insurance, and that you don't pay for insurance after the fact. Insurance is there to cover the issue after the fact. Insurance, getting car insurance doesn't prevent your car from getting in a wreck. It doesn't. It's supposed to be there to help you after the fact of once you got in a wreck or you need the funds to cover and replace. That's what the hell you pay insurance for. Okay, so as I mentioned, that argument just doesn't stand. And with this being a public sector type of service, whether it's volunteer or if it's part of the city, if it's volunteer, then that's what it is. It's the volunteers using their own damn resources into the things. Two, if they weren't volunteer and if it was part of the city, then shit, yeah, their damn state taxes should have paid for that shit. And don't tell me that there were no funds allocated, that city taxes and state doesn't cover that shit. They're part of the damn public sector. They work for the city. Whatever funds that the taxes go to, if the fire department isn't included, then shit, they need to restructure that so that it does. If you're giving $500 or $2,000-3,000 to some department, shit, I'm pretty sure they can cut back on $75 and allocate that to the damn fire department, okay? So that's just fucking stupid. Stupid as hell. And then the fire chief, after that, went through and said that it's run on a budget that's maybe $8,000 for the year or something, and that's from the people of 75 who pay. And if you're making that argument that it's that it's like $8,000 a year that they got to work with, while that man's house was burning down, they could have gone through and saved the man's home and charge him a huge fee after the fact. Like I said, the man had his open checkbook, and neighbors even offered with open checkbooks of what's it going to take to get this, whether it be $75, $500, $5,000.